Hi, it's David McLean with Living in the GTA. We're going to continue on with our series of everything to do with condos in the GTA. In this specific video, we're going to talk about being a buyer, buying a condo unit in the city. So if that describes you, you'll want to watch this video, so stay tuned. The most important first thing you need to do is know what your financing is. So it's very important right off the start to speak to a really experienced mortgage professional. Find out what you can and cannot afford before you even start looking at units so that there's no disappointment. Once you know what your budget is, you're going to get out there and start looking at units. So it's important to narrow down your parameters and your criteria. For example, do you want to live in a high-rise or would you prefer a more boutique low-rise building? Are you looking for an older condo or something that's brand spanking new with all the top-of-the-line, new, shiny, clean finishes? Because there are literally thousands of condo units in the city. So what exactly are you looking for? How many bedrooms? What square footage? In what neighborhood? So you want to have a real game plan on paper and go and start looking at things that make sense to you. The next tip is perhaps one of the most important, and that is you have to be prepared to compromise. I know that's a horrible word, isn't it, compromise? But the reality is there is only so many options out there that are going to match your budget. So are you perhaps willing to give up the den? Maybe you need only one bedroom as opposed to two. Parking, do you really need the parking? Because the parking spot in Toronto adds an extra 30 to 60K onto the budget. Maybe if you got a condo that's right on the transit line, this would be a better way to match your budget, but also you're still going to have the convenience of downtown living. As the condo market heats up even more in the city, one thing we are seeing absolutely with a lot of condo purchases is competition. That means that there's going to be probably multiple offers on most units and bidding wars. So what that means is that you have to be willing to strike while the fire is hot. You have to move quickly. If your realtor calls you up and says there's a unit I absolutely want you to see, you should be willing to go see it that evening and not wait to the weekend because possibly it could be sold. Another aspect in a very competitive market is the possibility of putting a bully offer into a unit that has set an offer date. Perhaps an offer date is set to look at offers, but you come forward before that offer date. This is something to also discuss with your realtor because it is a successful way sometimes of getting a successful acceptance of your offer. It means going in above the asking price, of course, but if you factor in a strategic price, sometimes the seller is really interested in your offer and decides to accept it and hold off on that other offer date. So that's something also to consider in a busy, hot, competitive market. If you have any questions at all about buying a condo unit, please don't hesitate to be in touch. You can check out my website, www.livinginthegta.com, or you can call me directly at 416-528-3658. I'm always happy to chat with you. And if you have any questions at all about real estate, because there really are no silly questions ever in the real estate market, please be in touch and I'll be right back in touch with you.